Hello, this is Donnie Rocket, and I have the promised video from Speedsportz Racing Park. This place is located in New Caney, Texas, which is, seemed like it's about a half an hour-ish north of Houston. It's actually not that far from the Houston Karting Complex either, which I also visited and have reviewed and put a post up, or a video up, about a few weeks ago. So, it's a nice facility. Right now in the video I'm just kind of doing a little bit warm-up lap. I did a 3-race package. I got there during their happy hour, which is I think like 3 to 6, Monday or Wednesday through Friday, and so I got 3 races for the price of 2. So it was $45. Got 3 races. Each race is 10 minutes long. Track lap times are probably in the vicinity of, for me I got in the 44s. So you could be around that area if you're, relatively practiced at it like I am, or you might be in the 47, 48, 50 range for newer kart drivers. They also apparently, from what I can see online, they run this track in clockwise and counterclockwise directions. It's very, from what I can tell, I am in the clockwise direction right now. This is my second race. I did 3 races. First 2 races, my kart was pretty good. Last race, I didn't put any video in because my kart was about a second slower than the kart that I'm driving right now. By the way, that was like the owner's son, from what I understand, that just went blazing past me right there. I saw him in there shooting pool, just hanging out, and he looked to be about, he was a pretty young kid, but he probably about a whopping 75 or 80 pounds, and he just cruised on past me. I tried to hang with him for a little bit. From what I could tell, I was doing a similar line that he was doing. So I just kind of tried to take a note of what he was doing around the corners. I went out a little bit wider like he did right there. And, this is all in an attempt to better my time. I think my first race I did lap times in the 45 seconds. And during my second race, I got a 44.595, I believe. Which, for the time being, it put me at maybe 3 or 4 for the week. I don't know how often they change direction, and I don't know if there's a big time difference between clockwise and counterclockwise. There's usually some difference. I just don't know how much. So, where my time pops in there, who knows with what I saw for the configurations, and I don't know when they started their, week or any of that kind of stuff. But the owner's son, he wasn't on the clock, so his time didn't show up as being faster than mine, if that really was the owner's son. That's just what I heard. So anyways, now this is in the same second race. It's a little further into the race. I'm in some traffic, but as you can see, it's a pretty fun track. We're coming around to the start-finish. I'll give you the rundown. I just stayed pretty much flat out around this corner. I used my steering mainly to brake me, and then I kind of eased off a little. There was guys sitting right there. But you had to kind of ease and cut off, depending on how much you turn, the car would start to plow a little bit and it would slow down on its own, and you wouldn't really need to let off the gas. It seemed like that was a faster way around, even though, you're kind of sliding a little bit with the front end. These are some different carts. I forget the manufacturer name, but they are not SODI carts. They're not CRG carts. I think the manufacturer starts the letter B, but I don't remember what it is. Full on around this corner here. Again, you try to go as straight as you can. Now, I think I have a clean lap right here, and the owner's son kind of pulls off. He wants to screw around with some of the people behind me. But, full throttle, kind of cut back hard there. If I give it a quick little jerk, it'll kind of slide it a little bit and slow down, and I don't really have to let off the gas. For me, I'm fully clothed. I'm probably 190 to 200, so I always have to try to keep my momentum up. So I try to keep my foot on the gas a lot. Again, you kind of swing it out, bring it back in, hug those little berms. I never really quite figured this corner out very well. I don't think I did what I thought I needed to do right there. But as the day wore on, I thought I did this very first right-hander right here pretty well. Probably the closer you stay to the berm and the distance you shave down. I think that looks a little better than my previous lap to me. And you swing it out. I blipped the gas a little bit through there, but not much. And I tried to take it straight all the way to the outside out here where this concrete was, and cut back in kind of sharp. And then it probably needed to go farther out to the left. I don't know, right there. When I watch back through it, it seems like that's what I should have done. But I haven't seen a lot of rental car videos, because they do, run other circuits on this track, and then they have a bigger track right next door with a karting school. So it is a complex. This is just the strictly, I believe, rental track right here. But I haven't seen many videos of the karts going in this direction. Most of them appear to be going the other direction. So anyways, that's about it for this. It was, like I said, a fun track. Karts were pretty zippy. Plenty of places to pass on this track. You really didn't get pinched up too much. Probably about the only place you might get pinched is, depending on how you pick your line through there, you might get pinched by somebody. I think this will be my last lap. I wanted to see how many laps it would take me to catch up with this guy, and I think it took me about 3 laps. But he was actually pretty polite once he realized I was coming up on him. He didn't stay all out in the middle of the road and battle like it was the last lap of Indy 500 or something like that. So this might have been my fastest lap time right here. But we're coming around to the finish line here in a second, so hope you enjoy the video. Make sure to like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And let me know if I'm coming to your area. We'll meet up and I'll throw some laps down on you. Take care. Donnie Rocket is out.